board meeting to order. If you'll stand up and join me with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, roll call, please.
Neighbors. Here. Young.
Here.
Dilling.
Here.
Beamsterboer.
Here.
Adamski.
Here.
Doyle.
Here.
Adrianson.
Here. Okay, first item on the agenda. Shelley, if you'd like to swear in our new full-time police officer, Brian Diaz. Hi. Would you like to take a quick moment to, say where you came from, what department and everything? Would you mind?
Yeah, no problem.
Sorry, I put you on the spot.
No problem. Which one is it here? Either one?
Yeah, that's on. You don't have to go for it.
Well, I'm Officer Diaz. I used to be with the Madison Police Department there for 8.5 years. Heard great things about Manhattan. I have a friend that invited me to come over here, and it sounds like a great department to work for. Everyone I met's been great. So I'm happy to be here.
Oh, congratulations. Thank you for coming.
Well, I'm Village Clerk Shelley Lewis. I'm going
Nice
to
to
be the
meet you.
one swearing you in. So if you could stand here in front of the podium. Okay, raise your right hand, please, and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Brian Diaz,
Having been appointed
having been appointed
to the position of full-time police officer
to the position of full-time police officer
in the Village of Manhattan,
in the Village of Manhattan,
in the County of Will,
in the County of Will,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the codes and ordinances of the Village of Manhattan,
and the codes and ordinances of the Village of Manhattan,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the position
the duties of the position
of police officer
of police officer
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
All right, congratulations.
So,
Thank you. This is your oath. If you could sign for me here. There's two of them, one for the police department and one for your employee file.
okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Go on.
All right. So congratulations to Brian Diaz. Welcome aboard. Next item on the agenda is a presentation of service award for Carleen Kendall. The Village of Manhattan would like to recognize Carleen Kendall for her 17 years of service, the Village of Manhattan Police Pension Fund. Carleen served in the capacity of a board member and most recently as board secretary. Her term ended May 1st and she'll transition out on May 14th. Carleen will be stepping down to focus on her family and retirement. The Village Board would like to thank Carleen for her dedication and service to the Village of Manhattan Police Pension Fund. So I have a so thanks for all your hard work, dedication.
Thank you. Can I get a nice picture on the background?
I didn't see that long ago. It's with the assistant finance director.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Finance director and assistant. No direct. Well, Kevin Singh was the finance director, and then when Marion Gibson left, who was the former village administrator, she moved to that. And Carleen, I think, stayed in that position because Kevin, I think, bought pictures. Double duty.
Yeah.
All right, next item on the agenda is public comment. Erica Altz.
I'm okay. How are you all? This is just a really quick comment that was inspired by the yesterday's response on Manhattan with respect to the Arrowhead Smokeworks. And one of the comments from the new business owner was that nobody had attended, you know, I'm assuming the planning commission meeting, where I assumed that there was, you know, schematics or a picture or something that would have explained what was going to happen to the physical, you know, structure of the building. And something occurred to me, and it's a suggestion, maybe a request on my part, maybe consider putting the agenda packets back and post them back onto the website. The last schematic that I've ever seen online on the webpage was for Dollar General, and it's been a couple of years. I myself typically only comment on what I can see in your agenda packets when I come down here, so I figured it might encourage some attendance, just a thought. So that was it.
Oh, thank you, that's a good point. Thank you. Okay. Next item on the agenda is the consent agenda. It consists of April 16, 2024 Village Board meeting minutes, approval of May 7, 2024 bills list, and an authorization to reschedule the Village Board meeting from Tuesday, May 21st to Thursday, May 23rd, 2024 at 6 p.m. So if everyone's okay with the consent agenda, I'd like to entertain a motion to approve, unless someone would like something removed to discuss further.
Second.
Roll call?
Neighbors? Yes. Young?
Yes.
Dilling?
Yes.
Beamsterboer?
Yes.
Adamski?
Yes.
Doyle?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Under new business is a resolution authorizing the Village of Manhattan, Illinois to enter into an intergovernmental jurisdictional boundary line agreement with the Village of Frankfort, Illinois. So this came up last meeting, and there was a little bit of clarification needed. So if anyone would like to discuss this any further, or if there's no discussion, I'd like to entertain a motion to approve.
Motion.
Second.
A roll call?
Young?
Yes.
Dilling?
Yep.
Beamsterboer?
Yes.
Adamski?
Yes.
Doyle?
Yes.
Neighbors?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Excuse me. Next item on the agenda is an ordinance granting a special use permit for a comprehensive sign plan for certain property located within the corporate boundaries of the Village of Manhattan. That's Arrowhead Smokeworks. That's going to be located at 195 South State Street. So what this is he's going to put a new mural on the side of the wall where the old mural used to be, and it's going to be, you know, welcome to Manhattan, his logo, Arrowhead Smokeworks. So that's what this is about. So if there's any discussion, if not, I'd like to entertain a motion to approve.
Motion.
Second.
Roll call?
Dilling,
Yes.
Beamster,
Yes.
Adamski,
Yes.
Doyle,
Yes.
Neighbors,
Yes.
Young.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Next item on the agenda is a resolution approving a final platted subdivision for the Birch subdivision. This came to us previously, we objected, but then it went to the county, they approved the subdivision. So therefore, in order for them to file their plat, we have to approve it basically. So I don't know if there's any other discussions on this. If not, I'd like to, and this is for a subdivision that's outside the village limits. So just to be clear, it's in the unincorporated part of Manhattan. So it's some farmland that they took, I believe, 10 acres and divided into 3 parcels. So it's nothing that's a big subdivision coming to us or anything like that. It's just on the outskirts of our town. So is there any other questions? So I'd like to entertain a motion to approve.
Motion. Second.
A roll call?
Beamster,
Yes.
Adamski,
Yes.
Doyle,
Yes.
Neighbors,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
Dilling.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Next item on the agenda is a resolution accepting a grant of permanent public utility easement and temporary construction easement. This is for the Well 7 water main loop, and that's going to go with the new construction of the water treatment facility over by Century East. So the Fritz Farm, they were nice enough to give us the right-of-way to do that, the easements to do that. So, any questions on that one? All right. I'd like to entertain a motion to approve a resolution accepting a grant of permanent public utility easement and temporary construction easement of Well 7 water main loop.
Motion.
Okay, roll call?
Adamski,
Yes.
Doyle,
Yes.
Neighbors,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
Dilling,
Yep.
Beamster.
Yes. Okay, motion carries. Next item on the agenda is a resolution approving a bid for completion of tar and chip of Cherry Hill Road. So tar and chip is A1 grading is to prepare the road at a cost of $35,940. And Stefan's 3D construction is to tar and chip the road at a cost of $82,736. That's total though, right? That's total. Yeah. And they're trying to schedule it so that when the township does their tar and chip on the other half mile, they'll be able to do it together and save some cost. So we're gonna also use grindings from the Manhattan Township. They're gonna give us all the grindings to put on that road to kind of build it up. Right now, it's a gravel road. It turns into a dirt road when it rains a lot, or mud road. So this is just a improvement of that road. We did have a letter go out to all the owners, letting them know that we were gonna be doing this, and if they had any concerns or issues, because it's on the border of our township and the village. And we didn't hear anything back from anyone, so I think it's good to go. So if there's any other discussion on that, if not, I'd like to entertain a motion to approve.
Motion. Second.
Roll call?
Doyle,
Yes.
Neighbors,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
Dilling,
Yep.
Beamster,
Yes.
Adamski.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Next item on the agenda is the roster for the 2024 summer mowing crew for the Public Works Department. So looking to approve an authorization to hire summer mowing employees, Clarence Hazinga, Al Vlack, Bart Gilliam, Caleb Ludwig, Mark Thrash, Scott Brown, at a rate of $17 per hour. And I hope I didn't mispronounce any names, but. So that's pretty typical. Every year we get a mowing crew to come out and help us mow all the right-of-ways and parkways and everything, so that it takes a little stress off our guys. Yeah. So I don't, is there any questions on that?
Just how does somebody find out about their summer jobs? Like, is that on the website?
It's on the website, and it's also, we put it in the Manhattan, what's it, the Manhattan,
Messenger?
yeah,
Okay.
it's in there.
And it was on Facebook.
Oh,
So I'd like to entertain a motion to approve the authorization to hire some summer mowing employees, Clarence Huizinga, Al Vlack, Bart Gilliam, Caleb Ludwig, Mark Thrash, Scott Brown, at a rate of $17 per hour.
Motion.
Okay, roll call?
Neighbors,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
Dilling,
No.
no, okay. Beamsterboer,
Yes.
Adamski,
Yes.
Doyle.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Next item on the agenda is the ordinance amending Title 10, the Motor Vehicles and Traffic, Chapter 6 of the Vehicle Seizure and Impoundment, Section 10-61, a nuisance declared of the Manhattan Village Code of Ordinances. So this, our current tow impound ordinance does not include towing and impounding a vehicle in which a driver was never issued a driver's license or a driver's license is expired more than 1 year. So Illinois state statute permits home rule communities to tow and impound the vehicles of those violations. So the tow and impound fee would be $500 per vehicle for someone that's never maintained a driver's license or someone that's had an expired license for over a year. And Holford, I didn't know if you wanted to comment any more on that, or if you...
No, but I can answer any questions that you might have.
Commander, how often do we run into that, where people don't have driver's license? I know what I did, but how about out here?
With the migrants situation that the country's been facing, we've seen quite a bit more, especially with the never been issued category. But the expired more than 1 year or never been issued, probably about half as often as we see the driving while license suspended or revoked. So it is a somewhat frequent occurrence now, but even before the migrant situation, it was common to see it.
Thank you.
So, no one has any other questions? I'd like to entertain a motion to approve an ordinance amending Title 10, Motor Vehicles and Traffic, Chapter 6, Vehicle Seizure and Impoundment, Section 10-6-1, nuisance declared of the Village of Manhattan Code of Ordinances.
Motion.
Okay, roll call?
Young,
Yes.
Dilling,
Yes.
Beamsterboer,
Yes.
Adamski,
Yes.
Doyle,
Yes.
Neighbors,
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Next item on the agenda is ordinance amending Title II, the Business Regulations, Chapter 3, Liquor Control Regulations, Section 2-3-10, number of licenses issued and automatic license reduction of the Manhattan Village Code of Ordinances. And this has to do with Arrowhead Smoke Works obtaining a liquor license. They're not going to have a bar there, but they do have craft beer that they sell. They're going to be able to sell it to go, and you'll be able to have a beverage there while you eat, but it's not going to be a sit-up bar. So this is to create a new liquor license.
Motion.
Roll call?
Dilling,
Yep.
Beamsterboer,
Yes.
Adamski,
Yes.
Doyle,
Yes.
Neighbors,
Yes.
Young.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. You'll notice a bunch of flags on Route 52 and Brookstone Drive. Hopefully, they called in the Julie, right, John? So that we'll be getting the lights lit up, hopefully, but I'm not going to say anything because that might delay it another 6 years, so. And that's all I really have right now, so. Tommy?
Nothing me right now.
Ron?
Just a couple things, I guess. One thing I went, I think it was April, Lucy might be able to help me out, but I think it was April 24th, but the Manhattan Junior High School had a arts, computer, Spanish, STEM event called Cycle 20... Show, thank you. Thank you, I was trying. Cycle Showcase, and I went over there. Wow, was that cool. Yeah, a lot of cool exhibits, and I'm going to probably use some of the students maybe for, guidance on things. It was impressive, so just wanted to pass that along. I had a bunch of events kind of in my head listed. I started listing them, but man, there's a ton of events coming up. Man, are we going to have some fun, right? I mean, have this summer, a lot of events. I don't want to list them all because I don't remember them all. I don't want to forget them, but they're all over Facebook, all over our postings, a lot of events going on. And welcome Officer Diaz, whatever he might have left.
You had mentioned earlier you were going to talk about the banner ceremony, maybe. It was, you said Sunday the 26th at 1?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know if it's too early to announce that, but it's...
Yeah, I mean, I think it's starting to get out there now, but on Sunday, the day before Memorial, at 1 o'clock, with our banner program that we're having started, they're going to do a ceremony, American Legion in the village, kind of a small, right, Mayor? It'd be a small event, you know, kind of, should be pretty neat, you know, something new that we haven't done before, so. That's Sunday at 1 o'clock. But I'm sure there'll be more stuff coming out on it.
Thanks. Dave?
Just one thing, I would like to personally and from the village both thank Carlene for her service. You've been a great asset to this town and a big help to me through my years. Thank you for everything you've done for the village, and it's sad to see you stepping away and retiring, but we all do it. So thank you very much. That's it.
All right, thanks.
Mayor,
Oh, sorry.
no, I mean, my apologies. I just, something that was brought up and it kind of happened to me, and I just figured I'd kind of say something. Do we have, I don't even know, I'm assuming we do not have a solicitor's restriction in?
Yeah, we do. They have to get a permit, and I think they're only good for,
I can speak to that.
yeah.
So if someone wants to sell door-to-door in the village limits, they have to come to Village Hall and fill out a solicitor's license application. There's a $50 application fee, which covers the cost of the fingerprinting and background check. Once that background check comes back and everything is good, then they have to supply us with a $1,000 surety bond and another $50 license fee. Then they can knock on doors for 14 consecutive days.
Okay. Should they have a badge that, or something
They
on?
get an actual certificate, and when they are issued that certificate, they're told to keep it on them when they're knocking on doors, because our residents know that they can ask for those, and if they don't have them, they have called the police department and let them know.
Okay. I'll have to, I've had most of them been pretty respectable. I never really had to ask them for, any further details, but I had a pretty, someone that came along, I won't mention a company, whatever, but to me, a little misleading on sales kind of tactics, and I wasn't too happy, but I didn't know what specific we have. But maybe, I don't want to take up too much time, maybe it's something we should post something maybe that, by the way, type of thing or something, maybe, put it out there, maybe one of our newsletters, Mayor, or I don't know. Little heads up that if someone comes to your door, you should have a right to ask them for the,
We can put
Right.
something in the next newsletter coming up.
something like that.
We're getting material together for that right now, so I
Yeah.
can write up a letter, and a little article about solicitors.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that, because the salesperson really was like a high-pressure sales, and I wasn't too happy when I said, I'm not interested, and it continued and continued, and I cannot imagine someone that's, someone that can't handle that, I guess. I didn't appreciate it.
Yeah.
We could work on when we get an e-newsletter too for electronic, we can send stuff out too. Maybe we have to revisit it as well.
Yeah. Sorry.
Bob?
All I got is thanks, Carlene, for all your service and all the years. That's it.
Thanks. Justin?
Just want to welcome Officer Diaz to the force. It's always nice to have a new police officer, and I know we're always needing more, so it's good to have him, and I'm sure he'll do a great job, and I wish him the best of luck.
Thanks. Lucy?
I just thought of citizen committees. We talked about having a citizen committee. And so are we going forward with that, or we're still waiting?
The Citizen
or-
Advisory Committee?
Yeah.
So I got some stuff Jeff had prepared, but it's almost like, I think David mentioned this originally, that it needs to be more geared towards a certain topic instead of just, I don't want to say free-for-all, but you almost have a shadow board then, because if another group is going to be passing resolutions and submitting them to us, I don't want to have a conflict. So that's where the barrier is right now, just trying to think through that, how we could do it, maybe the design guidelines, maybe there's something in particular that we can task a group of the community to look into, and give us their honest opinion. That way, it's not whole nother board, I guess. It was turning into, more of
Sure.
another board, so.
Okay.
But it is still definitely, and if you have any
That's
thoughts on
great.
that,
That's
do it.
great. I wrote down that banner program. I'm interested in that. I know Touch a Truck is going to be Saturday. Hopefully, it's going to be nice outside, and it'll be a good time. I'm interested in sitting in the police car. Can I hit the siren just one time, maybe? Yeah, yeah, thanks. In the front. Gotcha. And then Mother's Day is the next day, so happy Mother's Day to all the awesome moms in Manhattan. That's it. Thanks.
Thanks. Shelley?
Well, I was going to mention the Touch-A-Truck, just to remind everybody, that's 11 to 1 on Saturday. We have probably the biggest Touch-A-Truck this year. We've had quite a few more vehicles want to attend. And then we have Drew's Dogs and the Creamery for food trucks, face painters, and balloon twisters. So come out for that. And then just wanted to remind everybody that Monday, May 13th, is our town spring cleanup. So you can put additional bulk items at the curb. So when you're cleaning up with your moms this weekend, getting the yard all cleaned up, yeah. That's it.
All right, thanks. Yeah. You could donate the car, maybe. John? I figured keep going in a circle again.
The only thing I have is next week we'll be bringing in front of the board, we finally, with Jeff's great help, got the resolution together for the mowing and the lots over in the Leyland Bridge area, so we can get that project done, and you'll start the first part of that project in for Trask, May, Cochran. So luckily we got that all signed, that's ready to go now, so we'll be able to get that going, and HR Green will be working on the bid documents, and hopefully get that done early fall.
All right, thanks. Carrie, do you have anything to add? No? Glenn?
I just want to say thanks again, Carlene, for all you've done for the village. Helped me out a lot, I know, with all the stuff taken over in the police pension fund, so thank you. Really appreciate that. The other thing is I have you guys have my report for March. Sorry I couldn't be here last week, but thank you for all the kind wishes and everything you guys did for me. That was really nice.
All right, thanks. Holford?
Trustee Adamski, with regards to your solicitor's concern, we'll go ahead and put something on Facebook about that, draft something up and try to get that out. I will say that the solicitors that are not licensed, the police department appreciates calls from the public about that, especially straight to dispatch, so that the officers in the field can stop and investigate what they're doing. We've seen and been trained on the fact that soliciting, depending on the product that they are, can be victims of human trafficking. So looking into those people that are coming out here to make those sales can sometimes be a lot more than just the common annoyance that I know that it is at your doorstep, but we appreciate those phone calls, so that even if we can't make the finalized stuff, we can pass along intelligence. Our investigative team is trying to network a lot more with our state and federal partners on this topic, so having that kind of information with regards to the solicitors is incredibly important. And I'd also like to thank, on a personal level, Carlene for all of her service in the years that she was here.
Thank you. If someone was being an overly aggressive salesperson, could they call the
absolutely.
non-emergency number, and then you guys can maybe just talk to the individual, whoever it is?
If they're refusing to leave, now you're dealing with a crime in progress, because that would be criminal trespass, and you can call 911.
Okay.
How the call is made is not as important as that the call is made.
Okay.
Whether they're calling the non-emergency or 911, it's usually going to be the same person that's going to answer the phone. So we just appreciate the call, so that our officers can get out there and see what's going on.
All right, thanks. Terry?
Looking forward to Touch a Truck. Carlene, thank you. You've helped me tremendously through the years with my budget. Let me know what I had, didn't have. Appreciate that. I do miss you, but I see you walking once in a while, so thank you to everybody here.
Thank you. All right, anyone else? All right, so I'd like to entertain a motion to enter executive session for the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees, appointed or elected officials, and collective bargaining, and probable, imminent, and pending litigation.
Motion.
Second.
Roll call?
Beamster Bohr.
Yes.
Adamski.
Yes.
Doyle.
Yes.
Neighbors.
Yes.
Young.
Yes.
Dilling.
All right, motion carries. We'll be back in a little bit. Motion to reopen regular session?
Second.
Roll call?
Neighbors.
Yes.
Young.
Yes.
Dilling. Beamster Boer.
Yep.
Adamski.
Yes.
Doyle.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Item 10, under action, a resolution approving the resignation agreement by and between the Village of Administrator Nick Palmer and the Village of Manhattan. So I'd like to entertain a motion to approve a resolution approving the resignation agreement by and between the Village Administrator Nick Palmer and the Village of Manhattan.
Second.
Okay, roll call?
Young.
Yes.
Dilling.
Yes.
Beamster Boer.
Yes.
Adamski.
Yes.
Doyle.
Yes.
Neighbors.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Next item is the adjournment, so I'd like to entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Who's my second?
Is that-
Tom.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, meeting adjourned.